Ahoy, and
Wololo.
it's me. Gotta talk about how the latest update brought with it this goofy pop-up as a new addition to the game's main menu. It serves as a permanent advertisement for whichever DLCs you don't currently own, operating under the delusion that if you haven't bought them yet, that's simply because you haven't been sufficiently spammed with promotional images. Unlike the periodic in-game announcements or update summaries, there's no official way to acknowledge that you remain uninterested in these offerings, or want to opt out of billboards besmirching the atmospheric appeal of your medieval town. Now, obviously the game needs to make money to justify continued support and updates, and I would love to see AoE2 become much more successful, but this is a rather crass and clueless way to go about it. New DLCs are generally very well promoted, including official marketing, and free and continuous advertising from content creators. And once a civilization is added to the game, players will be perpetually reminded of their existence by facing those civs in multiplayer or seeing their icons in the civilization selection menu, even if they don't own the DLC. There's even a new whole permanent button for more content, which links to the DLCs, for anyone who, is interested in more content. So there are plenty of avenues for those who are susceptible to developing an interest in a DLC, but there is now unfortunately no way for those actively disinterested to avoid continuous bombardment by that content. In my case, there's at least a mild correlation between my continued enjoyment of the game and my ability to ignore the existence of the Three Kingdoms factions. In light of the declining reception of several recent DLCs, and that one in particular, it is rather absurd and tone-deaf to not have a way to close that box and opt out of in-game advertisements. Fortunately, there is a mod by AnHK to get rid of this, but it's silly that it's come to that. Now, this is neither the worst thing in the world, nor entirely surprising, as I hear many other games are significantly worse in terms of in-game advertisements and microtransactions. And of course, we're dealing with Microsoft, which has shown no aversion to alienating fans for the sake of greater profits, including infamously killing Ensemble Studios back in the day. It's just the nature of the beast.
For me, the beast doesn't include selling out.
Even so, the beast needs pushback at times like this. AoE2 is the only game I pay attention to anymore, precisely because it's not the same as every other game. And at its best, it feels like more than just a game. Not merely because it keeps receiving content, but also because, until fairly recently, it has avoided most of the pitfalls that have tarnished the potential of other games. Three Kingdoms, of course, was a colossal blunder that estranged some otherwise passionate fans, and has an ongoing opportunity cost that I still think, however unrealistically, should be dealt with. If you want to make more money, do it by rebuilding and maintaining the fan loyalty that has kept this game alive for 26 years. Find ways to provide the value that players are looking for, and reach new people without annoying or alienating portions of the existing fanbase. That's all.